Hello, and welcome back to Better Minecraft. Excuse the soot that is just building up all over the building behind me. I'm going to be working on fixing that. I've got to figure out how I want to set up the hives in order to fix that. But for right now, welcome back. This is Better Minecraft, the Fabric Edition. Now, before I get to doing anything in this video, for those who have been wondering kind of where the Better Minecraft server went, I am basically working on wrapping up that server. So I have like this really big video planned. Hi Duke. Do you mind? But I am working on getting basically a very long form video. Duke, I am trying to record an intro here, my dude. Thank you. I'm working on a long form video showing off what I'm going to do to kind of finish off that series. I do have plans to actually make another server at some point. This time run by me, myself, and I. And hopefully, I don't want to get people's hopes up, but hopefully I'll be able to have some of you viewers join me, which would be fun. Of course, there would still be a process because I don't want just a bunch of random people joining me when I don't know them. So there would be a process, kind of like, I don't want to say yeah, kind of like an interview process. But that is something I do have plans for coming around, like maybe the middle of this next year. That is definitely something I want to do. But it's going to take me some time to get to it because, you know, money's a thing. I have to make that first. Not to mention, I want it to be a modded server, so it's going to take me a bit more time to get all that figured out. I'm planning on maybe just using Better Minecraft. The 4th edition that we're currently using on the server would actually be a great start to everything, especially with how those worlds look and everything else like that. Or I may just end up using this Fabric edition that I'm using on my solo world for a server whenever I finish it out. Whenever I finish out this world and everything else like that. But that is not the focus of today's video. Today's video is going to be working on, well, building up the village some more. I still have some more plans I gotta go through. I know I didn't get the chance to really fill everything in. I still need to put in this building so I can start taking down these guys. I'm planning on making, like, maybe this little guy a restaurant with some tables out over here, out in the lawn. Making this, like, another house. Just kind of stuff like that. I have to work a lot in between episodes to get enough flax grown so I can have the parts for these upper part of the buildings, because that's an intensive block to get right there. That one, I have to let the crops grow first, and then after they grow, I have to get enough clay in order to make those into blocks. Speaking of which, also, I did some decoration stuff off camera. These were originally like how we do vanilla Minecraft chairs and stuff. So I decided to swap them over to the another furniture, which makes it look a lot better. Also, we have a gray kitty here. I'm actually maybe going to... I have 2 names. So I have Ash and I have Spectre. I may name this cat down here Ash because it is kind of like in a kitchen area where there's a lot of fire and there are the hives over there. So I may name this kitty Ash, and then the one that's up there at my base, name that one Spectre. Because those are both the name suggestions I got for the cats. I can probably actually go ahead and do that. Well done. Okay. I was actually wrong. It was not Spectre, it was Spectra. But these are the name suggestions I got on the last video whenever I said to name the kitty. I forgot I had this little one here, which is like next to the kitchens and everything. So I feel like this is a very fitting name for you. So we have Ash, and then of course we have Leo, which we're going to stop by and see him before we go run off. This is Leo. I still have to get a name tag on you, buddy. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about you. Your name kind of just lives on. I don't really have to stick a name tag on you. Alrighty. And here we go. And there's Spectra. Here you go. There we go. And we have cows and sheep. What is happening up here? Have a whole crew of animals just guarding the new house. Okay, and one last cat, Leo. Now that names all of the cats that are in the base. So we have Ash, we have Leo, and then we have Spectra, who is up there at my new home base. Now that we've got that handled, I'm going to work on getting this house in place. Okay, to sum up everything I just did, because I'm probably going to end up cutting it because I did a whole lot of rambling. Essentially, I'm going to expand the village instead of expanding it back into all of this. In order to keep my base a little bit more separate from the actual village, I'm just going to start walling all of this. I think I'm going to start the walling right around this beach area here and just go around the village. I'm going to end up putting like a little farm area here as well. So we have 2 barns right here. But I'm going to put a wall around all of this and then expand into this island. This is going to take a lot of terraforming, but it allows us to have like this village of water trading make a little bit more sense. So we can have ports out here, or we can just have this inner port here. And it allows me to connect all of this landmass that's down here together, kind of. Although I'm not going to plan on expanding into this, and I am going to terraform this little peninsula out of here and probably expand this waterway, like thicken it up a bit. So it actually looks like ships would make it through here. And then I'm still going to keep this as like a dock area. I'm going to connect this landmass to this landmass, probably around actually here to here to help this walkway make a little bit more sense. And then here to over here so that we have a little bit more space behind these houses to put maybe another housing structure or some more farms or something like that. Don't know yet. Or this could just end up being a dock area. And I can end up filling this in with planks. I don't know quite yet, but that's kind of the plans I'm working with and I'm kind of running with. So I can end up putting a wall around this and then foresting up most of this, because this cypress forest connects over here as well. So I can kind of blend the two of these together across this plains biome. As well as I brought up whenever I go through to do Twilight Forest, most of the tree types and everything that I get on that side, I'm going to use to redo this village. So both these villages that are really close to one another are going to end up being used with my actual house in between the two. I just found out something revolutionary. I just remembered I've been hunting squid to get all my black dye for context. But I just realized there was a flower back in the dark forest that would wither me. That would give me the wither effect. And it turns into black dye, of course. There was an easier way this entire time. Excuse me while I scream into the ether that I could have been saving so much time. Okay, now that my feelings are out the way, let me actually get to building today. Also, I don't think I mentioned, in between episodes I do design the houses, and I did actually go in, first of all, put moss inside of all of this. Originally I did not have it, and I did decorate the inside of the building. So the building is designed, it has 2 beds in it. It's handled. Now, back to this one. Okay, that actually looks drastically better. I just went out and grabbed some more of the ebony to make some more trapdoors and stuff like that. So we had a little bit of the same color palette going on. And I did use a bit of the soapstone in here just to give a difference in the floor texture, because I tend to do the same floor throughout. This allows for a bit of a different texture. And this decreases the amount of size that I have upstairs, so that I don't have to do as much interior decorating, I'll be honest. Sir? Yeah, I think you just realized that there isn't a balcony or anything right there just yet. My guy, I don't know what are you doing? Gosh, these villagers are gonna give me a heart attack. I hate this. I love and hate villagers. Villagers can give you such an edge when you're playing in survival. Their trades are amazing. But gosh, if they aren't the dumbest thing alive. Okay, and there we go. Roof is now done. Building is fully enclosed. Now, I've got to do the balconies. Okay, now eventually beds and things will be moved in here. There's eventually going to be like a little bit of a garden beneath this area. Probably fully walk aroundable from the main area. Heck, I may change where these paths kind of meet whenever I'm able to get these houses out of here. First and foremost, whoever's in this bed, I am truly sorry. You are being moved into this house. Okay. Both those houses gone, and we are slowly but surely making progress on getting rid of the old vanilla housing. Why are you up there? You know what? Also, I had this wandering trader come by. I've already bought up a whole bunch of his stuff. It was at night, so I wasn't going to keep it in there. But I did end up finding red maple saplings, which I think is a biome I haven't ran into yet. If I have, I didn't have the saplings for it. Okay. Last episode was kind of just me building. So this episode, I did build another house and take down a bit of things, but I do want to go out. I did find something. Where is it? Pillager camp. Yes. That's zebras, yes. I found another one of these pillager camps. This was actually one that we came across way earlier in the series. This was when I was coming across all of this area before we found our settle down village. I ended up coming across this pretty early on. But now that I've taken on a whole nother one of these, like way up here, decided that taking on this one may not be so bad, but they do have 2 more Ravengers in here. That's going to be fun! And in the end, this is kind of our haul. These are the kind of the only two things that I shoved in my inventory. That and the Ravager horns. By the way, hold on, let me get out of this rain so y'all can actually hear me. The Ravager horns give me bad omen whenever I want it. So, if I wanted to do a raid on this village, I could. I would just legitimately eat one of these. That's how you do that. You eat it. Okay, and I'm going to quickly come out here. So, now that we've done all of that, talked about plans for the future, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!